Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at Learn Price Action Trading. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing last week and are likely to do in the coming week. All right, so let's start with Nifty. Let me just remove. So on the monthly chart again, we made a high of nearly 7863, nearly 900, and we started retreating. Today we didn't even break 600 for a brief moment. So on the monthly, still no new signs. This is still the original demand zone here on the monthly chart, which is quite far away right now. No supply zone, and we are right now moving up from this not so good level of demand, but probably on smaller time frames. Coming back to the weekly, now here is where we have fresh levels of demand zone. That's number one, and that's number two. So these are really good levels to go along. Maybe wait for some confirmation at the upper level and go along around 16,000 to 15,800 on confirmation. On the weekly chart, right now we are reacting to this. We are in this area of supply zone. That's top. So that's the supply zone. Today we opened a slight gap up, but again, it was just a tick and we was just down from the beginning. Here we are moving up from these areas of demand zone, which are probably in the daily time frame, and the most important level of supplies which starts at about 18,240. So this week will define where we are going. If we continue to sell off and we don't take off this high, we will probably move at least up to, let's say, this picture of demand, which is at 17,251 based on the weekly chart. Coming to the daily chart, so this is the area of supply on the daily, which was the one which broke all these areas of demand. And it's a nice decoy that once it opened up, it started selling off, taking away the 4 days price action. Remember, one candle took away 4 days price action. Based on the daily, the next area of demand where we could see some pause is at about 17,430. So it would be good if we could see a pullback towards, let's say, 400 to 450. And the other areas of demand are lower at that gap area, somewhere close to 17,100. Anything can happen. Remember, we've gone one way, we can also come back one way. Taking a peek at the smaller time frame now, we don't see the high printed here because of the tick, and we actually, if you see from the trading point of view, we gap down and we gap down, broke a lot of demand zones here, and this is the area from where. So then these are level on top of each other. So this is the area of demand zone, which is right now holding it up. But if we do not break this high, let's say that 873 high, which is as a result of this area of supply zone, from where we had discussed this supply zone in the last session, and more supplies coming at these areas. So there are plenty of supplies. So price won't have an easy way to move upside, but it could definitely have an easy way to move downside. I expect price would come probably all the way up to 17,300. That will be a good area to cover your shorts. And maybe on confirmation, look for some good longs at these areas if you are short in the index at these areas. So it's critical to see how a price behaves somewhere close to 17,750 to 800, that gap. If it fails and tomorrow it starts making a breach of this, will be a good sign for it to take further to at least 17,300, which will be a good reward to risk ratio on the short side for Nifty. A quick look at India VIX. Again, India VIX today, nothing has changed on the weekly, monthly. Today we made a new, for the past few days, we were hovering around 12.56 as a high. Today we did go beyond that, but we again came back inside. So tomorrow's price action will be interesting. VIX does look like it is going to settle down. That it won't breach these lows so easily, and probably will make an attempt to go towards 14, 15 areas, which could drag down Nifty towards 17,300. That's the short-term trade. A look at Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has been the strongest uh, index here, between Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nifty primarily had to give up all its gain and could not move primarily because of the IT stocks taking the beating. Now here we are in a picture of supply. We are moving from some smaller time frame level demand zone on Bank Nifty. That's the main demand zone, 33,000 still, where I would put my money in the banking index. This is not going to be easy for the index to breach because of smaller time frames. So in fact, even in Bank Nifty today, we opened gap up and came down. That's the first area of supply. And off that, we have this area of supply. So we are into critical areas of supply zone. The demand zone is still all the way here. And of course, these are the original demand zones which are still intact. Now, from here, if we fail to break the high that got printed today, we could easily look at sliding towards, let's say, 41,300. That would be a good short-term income, short target based on the weekly chart. But we'll probably get some more clues on the smaller time frame charts, that is daily. Now, here is where we have some fresh areas of supply zone on the daily chart, and that is the area from where we are right now, retreating. We have gone up one way. The best area of demand zone is still all the way here at about 39,800. This is not the time to buy. Look for some confirmation that to go short, because the short reward is pretty high. Longs, even after we move here, longs are not viable because that's where the original supply is available. So Bank Nifty does not have too much of a room based on the daily chart as well. A quick look at the 75-minute chart. So we are moving up from a smaller time frame demand zone. If you supply zone, if you see, let me just show that. That's a 15-minute pretty critical and well concealed supply zone. And that's the area that we are moving down from. This holds. If 42,500 holds, we could see Bank Nifty moving easily towards 4,800 based on smaller time frames, and then eventually probably even 40,200 levels. So looking at the 75-minute chart, we don't have too many demand zones here. So this is more like a retreat. If we cap down tomorrow and start trading, there is no demand zone at least all the way up to 40,500. So that could be a cool target for a short trade, and new longs based on confirmation here are at these areas. So selling approach in Bank Nifty, look for more confirmation shorts or intraday shorts at 5 15-minute supply zones, and longs only below 40,500.